Hey guys. Thanks for agreeing to participate in this focus group. My name is Krista Bruton. I'll be moderating this focus group about Texas Tech baseball games. So Tech is the client that's asked us to conduct this focus group. And really, we just want some of your opinions on how you feel about Texas Tech baseball, whether the topic is negative or positive. All comments are encouraged. I would like everyone to participate. There are no right or wrong answers. Feel free to speak up if you disagree with something. Participation is totally voluntary, so if you want to get up and leave because you just feel like it, go for it. Again, this session will be recorded, but don't worry, your names will be used, and I'm going to destroy it right after. It's just going to be used for research purposes. Also, if you could silence your phones, that'd be awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. If you wouldn't mind going around in a circle and just kind of introducing yourself and saying what your favorite sport is and why.
Hi, my name is Joan Demers, and my favorite sport is hockey.
Why?
I'm from Canada, so.
I'm Henry, and my favorite sport would have to be football. I played football, so that's just one of
I'm Alex, and my favorite sport is definitely baseball, professional baseball.
Why?
I just love the Red Sox.
My name is Mary. My favorite sport is baseball as well because I grew up watching it with my family, and I'm a huge Rangers and Red Sox fan.
Awesome. Okay, so what is your favorite sport at Texas Tech and why?
Favorite sport at Tech is definitely football. Just the turnout, the amount of people there, the culture of West Texas and football is pretty intoxicating. So.
I would have to say football, but I'm actually starting to get into basketball and into baseball. Right, trying to open my horizons. The team spirit is still there, even though sometimes the crowds are not as big, but people still get worked up, and I like that. I like watching that excitement.
The only sporting event I've been to here is a football game, so I'm going to go with that.
I like football because of the culture, and baseball is actually good.
Any other reasons?
I like baseball in general, so.
Awesome. Okay, so would you describe yourselves as a regular fan of the Texas Tech baseball team?
I'd say so. Keeping up with all the scores, especially now that they're good, and that they're one of the few good teams on campus, it's definitely more of an incentive to follow them.
I only got to go to one game last season, and they won, and then of course I kept up with them afterwards. So I'm not a regular fan, but I think I can become one because again, that winning feeling was really nice. So yeah, I think I would like to become a fan.
I've never been to a game, so I don't think I can really say I'm a regular fan. I would rather see them win than other teams.
Go ahead.
I'd say I'm a regular fan. I work for Tech Athletics, so I keep up with them just for that and because I like the sport.
Cool. So when was the last time you saw an advertisement or news story about Texas Tech baseball?
Just this past week after their most recent game.
Would you like to have it?
It was a loss, and so I guess I didn't like that, but I do like the promptness and the frequency of the Tech social media team to get out updates and scores and things like that. So that's one positive about it.
I saw a story on ESPN. I guess I covered it because whenever you come off a little hot season, they keep their eye on you right at the beginning of the season. And the thing I liked about it is usually they're the first people to criticize, saying like it was a fluke or whatever. They said the game, they could see the potential, so it wasn't like that big a deal. So I was really good about the positive press. That's what I liked about it.
I think everything that I've ever seen about it has been local, and since Lubbock is so tech-minded, I don't think they would really say anything bad about other teams. So.
Everything I've seen in the Lubbock area is always pretty positive. but I do live in Dallas, and Dallas sports do not cover anything tech like at all, even if we're good or not. I mean, they'll sit there and cover UT, A&M, SMU all day, but they won't say anything about tech. So I think it's very local, but I wish that we were recognized more, even on a state level, you know. So
So do you guys think the price of a ticket to see a Texas Tech baseball game is fair?
I think for undergrads it's fair. And for undergrads it's free. So can't really complain about that. Not for ticket admission, but for concession prices, definitely that's something that's a little alarming.
I'm a grad student, so I understand that there's a price. Just like we have regular season tickets for football, and I think if baseball were to be, a regular thing where they were winning or losing, the thing is that the games were really well played. I actually would mind investing in tickets. But as far as fair, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Do you think it's fair since you do pay a graduate price, like for undergrads to get it for free, but you don't?
No, because the thing is, free is always good. And the thing is, I am a student here. I work here, so you would think we would get free tickets also, but apparently the powers that be don't feel that way. But maybe that's something we'll take into consideration.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. Being a grad student, I mean, you're paying more tuition, so you naturally you're going to be on a tighter budget, and so it would be nice to have that little incentive to become a grad school here and getting everything free. That would be nice.
I agree. I think it should be free for grad students because, this is my 5th year at Tech, and I've been able to go to all the games until this year for free, and I just don't see why grad students don't get in because they're paying more. So,
Okay, so regarding your attitude towards the last Texas Tech baseball game that you went to, did they win that game?
I went on opening day in early February.
They did. They won that game. That one game I got to get into, and it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, that's amazing. It was really good.
I've never been, so
the last game I went to, they did win. It was a non-conference game, so I mean, it was obviously good to win, but it wasn't like.
What was good about your experience while you were at that game?
Probably the amount of people who showed up. The turnout was really good. Especially the student turnout was really good. A lot of students came out to that opening day game. So that was probably the best part, just seeing everyone there, just the noise, everyone cheering. That's something that sometimes you kind of lack in other sports here, kind of like basketball or volleyball or the other sports may struggle a little bit. So that was kind of neat to see that.
When I went, it was me and my daughter, and we got tickets from the radio station, so we didn't sit in the student seats. So I kind of felt bad because we were in the shade, but it was a really good game. The facility was good, but I did kind of feel bad for the students. Not for me at the time because where I was sitting, but yeah, I think it was like I said, the staff was friendly. Food's there, but we got to pay for it if you're hungry. But overall, it was a good team.
Despite the weather being kind of bad, the crowd was pretty good for the weather being bad. I think if you just have that winning aspect of the team, that people are going to show up no matter what. And just even though the weather kind of sucked, it was still a good coach out there. So.
Awesome. All right, so if anything could be changed in order to get you guys to get motivated to go to the game, what would you say they could add or change to make you want to go to a Tech baseball game?
I think more shading for the students, but it's kind of difficult when it would require like big student innovation. And maybe for students only lower concession prices, maybe just buy a tad. Not too much, but just a little bit better so students who maybe are on a tighter budget than say someone who bought season tickets because they're tired. Students can pay a little bit less for a bottle of water or something like
Yeah. If a grad student has to pay, price to get into the tickets, the discount on a concession would be nice. Would be kind of offset it a little bit. Would be something.
Yeah, I would definitely say I would probably go ever if it was free to get in, since I am a student here, so I feel like it's almost a right.
I agree with them. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? If you want to be covered, would you guys at this time just scream it up during baseball? Awesome. Thanks, y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna delete this when I'm done.